sit back as I break it down. Break it down, break it down. Baby, sit back as I break it down. Break it down, break it down. You can sit back as I break it down. Break it down, break it down. Baby, sit back as I break it down. Break it down, break it down. You can sit back as I break it down.
And what is up, everyone? Puchi Saru here with another motherfucking video. Yes, I said it too fast. I don't care. I am back with Darius, a very good friend of mine. Darius, say hi to the people again.
Hello, people again. How are you?
You didn't have to say it again.
So we say hello, people again.
Anyways, Darius here is a very big fan of Gundam. I am not that big of a fan. I know of it. Did I watch it? No. Same. Andre, don't look at me like that from behind the camera. Anyways, this gentleman here is going to build a Gundam today. Andre, get a good shot of this for the people.
Good shot for the people.
Good shot for the people.
Most.
Yeah.
All right, so Darius, tell me, what drew you to Gundam?
Machines. It's robots. It's robots. What kid didn't like robots besides you because you didn't watch it?
I like robots. I liked robots, just not this kind of robot.
I think, honestly, I think my first, if you want to call Gundam, yeah, because technically it's an anime. So I think one of my first animes I got into was Gundam Wing. I loved it. I always dreamed, as a kid, dreamed about getting inside of a Gundam, flying around, blowing shit up. So that was my first introduction to Gundam, and ever since then I fell in love with it.
I think the closest thing I had to like to Gundams was the fucking, it's like Lion Zoids or some shit like that.
Zords, yeah.
I think that's like the closest thing I ever had to like Gundam.
See?
Zoids?
Zoid, yeah.
Which is coming back.
That's Andre behind the camera. Anyways,
I'm also a big fan of them. Also,
I had a couple of those toys when I was younger.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
So,
and they actually you can actually build them the same way you do Gundams too.
I don't get that patience like you do.
It does take a little bit of patience.
So, what still holds you to Gundam? Because, you know, again, started when you were a kid, most likely. Mm-hmm. So you're how old? Like
26.
Like,
Yeah.
I like how you feel. It's his age. You're a 26-year-old man. You're still building them. What holds you to this?
Actually, I just started building them maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. What keeps me in it is that they continuously come out with new shows for it. And there's always a different Gundam. The stories somewhat stays the same, but varies. A lot of the stories they build off of another one, like the Universal Century saga. I think it's about 5 different series that kind of go into that. You can actually look up, and it'll give you a timestamp on what series started when, how long was it. What did it have to do with the main series? Like, which is called the Granddaddy Gundam, was the very first Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam. Mm-hmm. That kicked it off. I didn't know about that until maybe 10 years ago. I watched that. It's very old. It's like one of the first, I won't say machine or Gundam shows that came out, but it's one of like the top 10 first ones that came out, so it was really good. Animation was horrible because back then, as you know, most things were hand drawn, so trash.
Definitely get you.
I mean, I would say if you wanna get into Gundams and you want to start from the very beginning, it is a good place to start. It has a lot of history to it. They also remade it with better graphics.
That's great.
Which is awesome because that other stuff is horrible.
Now, I showed you. A few days ago, I showed you one of my brother-in-laws. I showed his collection that what he has when he built. He had 2 Gundams where he called it a bash kit.
Yes.
Do you ever plan on doing one of those, or?
Yes, I do. It takes a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of artistic vision. You have to have, I won't say a lot of different Gundams that take parts of, but if you go to kit bash, it's 2 or more Gundams. I know a lot of people who use maybe 3 or 4. And impressive. You take time, you can put multiple ones together, you can paint them so everything matches together. Some of them come out really, really well. Really well. You can't if you didn't know Gundam, you would think this was a main series model.
So the point of a kit bashing is to make it look like the real thing.
You can make it look however you want. Cause I've seen some on Facebook and Instagram that look like Pokemon, like Charizard, Bulbasaur, Venusaur, and Blastoise. They painted them. They took different 3 or 4 different Gundams, made them into one. Come on, looking exactly like it. They paint them and everything.
Oh, that's actually very interesting. So, which for a novice as myself, because clearly I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. So for a novice as myself, which model would you think I should start with, or like, is there like a basic level Gundam that you could start with building, or?
You can start. There is a high grade level, which is like the basic level. Then you have a rail grade, which is a little bit more detail. You have master grade. It takes, I say, a master grade would probably take you if you do one sit down, a few hours. Then you have a perfect grade. It looks almost exactly like what you'll see on TV or in one of the animes. And then you also have little ones that are SDs, miniature versions of the full scale one, maybe about this big.
I think I've seen those.
Yeah.
Like in stores and shit like that.
Yeah, little teeny things. It depends on your level of concentration. You can't concentrate much, so I would say start with the SDs. If you like the SDs, I would say work your way up to the high grades. Now, some of the high grades you can spend a few hours on them, depending on what they are, because now I believe it's the Moon Gundam is a high grade, but to me it should probably be a real grade. That's how well they did the plastic. That's how well some people have built them. The detail to it is magnificent. So I would say if you want to do it, I won't even say SD. Your concentration isn't the best, but a SD you be too bored. You'd be bored. So I would start off with a high grade. Yeah.
All right. So now you know how my collection with Funko is.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many pops I have.
Yes.
We're not going to get into those details. Do you think your building collection will ever get to that type of level, or you think you'll stop at a certain point?
No, I don't think I'll stop at a certain point.
You don't think so?
No, I think if I have enough space for it, I would. My Gundam collection probably reach where your Focal Pop collection is.
It's impressive.
But it will take some time because it is. I say I will build maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, or when I have time. But yeah, because I don't like throwing away none of them. I don't see myself giving away any, because nobody's gonna appreciate the hard work you put into it, the amount of time you put into it, as much as you would. So yeah, I can say I just need the room for it. That's all.
No, it's actually very true, because I'm running out of space. In my house for my pop collection. So let's see, there's so many questions, honestly. I'm trying to just process it.
Told you to write this down.
Yeah, no, I'm not that type of person.
Everyone said
I never
write
come
it down.
prepared. You guys know this already. So for other people collecting, like other people who do the same thing you do, what would you want to, like, would you exchange, like, would you trade, or like what kind of like experience would you want to get from other collectors or anything like that?
Probably different paint techniques. Like, I haven't gotten into painting yet. That's something I really want to get into, because there's some Gundams you want that color. When you get them, you build them, their colors aren't exactly what they should be. So you have to go in, you have to paint them. You can't airbrush them and things like that. So I know a couple of people I follow on Instagram. They do wonderful work. So if I ever get a chance to actually meet them face to face or anything like that, I'll probably ask them, what are their paint techniques? Do they do straight airbrush? Do they hand paint first, or do they do both? So that's one thing. But I don't think I will ever trade Gundams with anybody. Cause like I said, nobody, like, you put work into a Gundam, you put your all into it. It may not come out perfect, but to you, it's what you did. You put your hard work into it, but somebody else gonna see it like, I guess. But yeah, so I would never trade it. I probably would. Like, now if I meet somebody, I become friends with them, and they say, oh, let me build you a Gundam, I'll take it. Because now I know that you put in that hard work for
Yeah.
me and everything like that. So, yeah.
And that's a gift, you know. You
Yeah.
gotta appreciate a gift.
I mean, you really don't have to all the time, but
You don't have to.
you
but
don't have to.
It's just something I was
Yeah.
taught. You know, appreciate anything anyone ever
Yeah.
gives you. Honestly, I don't think I have that many more questions for you. But I definitely want to get footage of you building this on this video. So we're gonna cut this interview short, and then I'm gonna
Because
get
he's
some.
unprepared.
I'm
Absolutely.
prepared, and I saw the questions I need to ask. But I really want to get you building this on here. So, yeah, where can the people find you, and where can they find your post for anything for this?
Everybody can find me on Instagram at Coop.
Okay.
You have to put that at the bottom.
I was about to say, I will leave the link to his Instagram in the description below. Anything else you want to say to the people? Any information? Anything? Any advice you want to give to the folk out there?
Shower twice a day.
Shower twice a day, absolutely. But anything you want to do, you want to put your mind to it, just do it. Because I know when I first wanted to do this, I was in college. I didn't have the money for it at the time. I wasn't sure what everybody would think. But when I got out of college, I got a job, got the funding. I basically said, F what everybody thought. This is what I want to do. I want to see how it is. I fell in love with it, and I haven't stopped since. So do what makes you happy.
So moral of the story is you need money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was do what you want. That's what I took from it.
Well, all right, people. That is it for this interview portion of this. I'm gonna get this man building. All right. Talk to you later.
Peace.